In today's episode, we're going to be talking about collecting lightsabers. And yes, I'm talking about custom, awesome looking lightsabers. Because, of course, in previous episode, last month, I promised you guys that I was going to talk about them. But I've talked about this lightsaber in an episode before. But I'm going to be talking about a new one, a new reveal. But hopefully you guys stick around to check it out because these things are super awesome. Let's get started. Hey guys, Rob here. Welcome to the show. If you saw in the opening trailer, yes, I am talking about collecting lightsabers. Now, you're probably, if I know some of my subscribers, they've seen all the episodes that I've done, and I did an episode once where I sat on my chair right over there, and I talked about this particular lightsaber. Now, this one is from, let me just check and make sure I say this right. This is the Electrum Sabercraft lightsaber. So this one actually has super cool weathering to it, but the one thing I love about it is this touchpad on here. So the touchpad, when you push it, it lights it up. It also has little sound effects, like the holding. But then you can also shut it off. Just like that. So, yeah, one of my favorite lightsabers. But, so, as I said, it's collecting lightsabers. But I have done collecting lightsabers for a long time. I used to have the old, you guys probably remember it, I'll probably even show you a picture over here. The old, like Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader one that had the extendo blade on it. You press it and it makes this sound, you know, and lights up and everything. Yeah, I had those when I basically first even got to Minnesota. I had those things and I loved them because they were cool. But then they made the Force FX lightsabers, like the Darth Vader one, and they made Luke Skywalker one and whatever. And they were cool because they had the effect of the blade lighting up, you know, to make it look like it's going up the blade instead of like just flickering, which is all the other ones did. But that's why I like these custom lightsabers because, I mean, and since the last time I did a video about collecting lightsabers companies have changed so much over the years. In fact, I think even my very first lightsaber I had, which was actually not even a lightsaber, it was just a hilt. But I had a hilt from Park Sabers, and that's these guys right over here. And all I did was just buy the hilt because that's all I wanted. And then plus I wanted something that looked like Luke Skywalker's but wasn't. So yeah, but I collected lightsabers for a while. And sometimes it was the hilt and whatever and stuff like that. But the new lightsaber that I have gotten recently, when I heard about this company, I was a little like, okay, what do they have? What is different? So on and so forth and everything like that. But when I heard about who was doing it, that was the thing. So you guys have probably heard of Star Wars Theory, the YouTube channel and stuff like that. And I will tell you, he really does some cool stuff on his show and talks about, you know, Star Wars and whatever. And he uses his own opinion, which I think is really cool. But when he got into doing lightsabers, and he has basically his own versions, which is Theory Sabers. Now, Theory Sabers, I will tell you guys, I have been blown away by the quality that they put in this. The amount of money you put into it, I will tell you guys, it's worth every penny. Doesn't matter which side you go on, even if you just bought the hilt. The hilts are even cool. But I just love the quality that he puts into packing these, you know, not with only the box itself is super cool. But like, he puts the lightsaber in these velvet bags. But he packs everything so nice in here. And everything has a label on it, including even the display stand, which you can display your hilt on. Which I was just like, dude, okay, that blows my mind. But when you come to like, you know, buying one of these things, you can buy them with the blades and stuff. In fact, the saber I'm going to show you guys, I ended up going with the blade style lightsaber blade, which is definitely, I mean, it's so different than all of the other ones that I've seen before. But I also like the regular one and the regular lightsaber blade, just like I had with this one, which is the plastic, you know, blade like this. So when you see this other lightsaber, I do want to tell you guys, so, you know, with these lightsabers, I always like, I like some of them that are like the original characters like Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker, stuff like that. But sometimes when it comes to custom lightsabers, I kind of want one that I can say is my own. So that's why I liked that Sabercraft one, is because it kind of looks like someone's, but it's not. And it's got its own weathering, so each weather pattern is different. So it makes it kind of your own unique lightsaber. But this lightsaber I got, though, I like it because I'm also a big fan of collecting things that have to do with samurai. So you probably know where I'm going with this. Some of you I already know that probably have heard of this lightsaber. So I'm talking about this one right here, which is called the Ronin. And the handle is really cool because it's got the wrap, just like you would see on a katana. But when you add the blade on it, it makes it look like a katana, which is super cool. But the other thing is that, you know, when it comes to their blades, like the actual blade, and I'll show you guys what it looks like here. This is the blade that looks like the katana that you can actually hook up to the Ronin. Now, I kind of like the other blade because it shows all of the uniqueness that everything can do. But this shows a uniqueness on the actual white part here. This black part, it just covers up everything. It still looks cool, though. But yeah, this blade attached to the Ronin looks awesome. But I like it that also, like, if you order one of their other blades like this from here, it just basically, it comes in package safe. And it's wrapped up in everything so that once you put it on, it works. So, let me introduce you to the Ronin. So, this is the Ronin, and I'll bring it up real close to you guys so you can see it. You see it's got that wrap on it. It is super cool. That's where your speaker is, and you got your belt clip and all that stuff on there. This one actually has the dual button on here. So it's got this button and this button, so it's got two here. But you can see I got the regular blade on here. Now I got the shorter style blade just so that basically I can do, you know, better turns and stuff with it, you know, it's that kind of thing. But the best part is this thing already comes packed full of sound effects. You can change blade colors, change the blade style. But I love it that it's also got like the voice of Star Wars Theory on here, which is makes me laugh because I think that's just an extra little perk on there. But I love how bright this thing is, and just all of the things it does. So of course, first you want to power it on, you know. Power on. So you can hear him say power on, and then you just basically press the upper button here. And these things are super responsive. I mean, you know, if you press this lower button, you get blaster. So you get all of those cool sound effects, and you can see, I mean, this thing just lights things up. It is super cool, but as I said, it's super effective. Now, that was one thing, but if I turn this off, and now I press this bottom button here.
Now this is part
Now you got the pod racing sound. This one also's got sound effects there too. Power it down. I'm still not done yet. Press this again. It actually even has a clash sound that sounds like it's a, you know, like a sword hitting something. You even got blaster sounds. Power it down. I'm still not done. Now, you're probably going, well, that's a weird color for a blade. Well, let me show you a neat little trick. If you aim this down and you hold this button right here, by a twist of my hand, I can keep changing the color. So let's say, I don't know, a nice red, maybe a purple, or an orange. Once you got the orange on there, now and see if I turn this back on with that effect, it'd still be the same color. And you can change it at any time too. So, but you can also change the blade style. But I'm still not done yet. And that's what I love about this thing, is the amount of money that I put into this, I still have more sound effects. So now here, another orange blade. If I don't like this one, I can go with more of a green and get that super nice effect. Still not done. Got a nice purple. Now, while this is like this, if I even hold this button down, which is the second one here, if I hold that, now I got that clash effect, and then as soon as I push it again, it stops. And once again, it's still not done.
He's no good to me dead.
Got good old Boba Fett. That sound effect is like totally worth it if you guys like that implosion that he does, but still not done. So TIE Fighter sound. And I mean, I keep saying it over and over. I'm sorry, guys, but it's just so exciting to me because I could just. And yes, if you didn't hear that, I'll do it again. And you can just hear that absolute rich sound that comes out of this thing. And the weight of this, everything is perfect, especially holding it in your hand. It just feels right. You guys are going to love this one. Just hear that sound. There's still more.
It's just bad these days.
At last we will have revenge.
Master Yoda.
I mean, and you can see each one has kind of its own feel to it, but you can, as I said, you can change these colors to whatever you want. So if, like, even though Yoda was green, you could even go purple if you wanted to.
Darth Sidious.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
I love that ignition sound that comes from Luke Skywalker's lightsabers. So that is just, and that, but yeah, you guys can hear, and you get that clash sound. And press that button again.
You ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
I'm Cal, and this is BD1.
Second sister.
Now, remember when you're doing this though, if you guys get any, and trust me, if you get one of these lightsabers, trust me, go with the ones where you can actually add a couple of little features to it. But you can change. Let's say you don't want this to be red. You can make it blue. You can make it green. You can make it whatever color you want. That's what I love about it, is because it gives you that variety. So you can have these come up as red or whatever, but why not change it? Make it your own type of thing. So
Sokatano.
super bright white.
Balan Skull.
And if you look at this one, it might be hard to see on the camera, but this one actually got a flicker to the blade. See it? That's crazy. So it actually has this weird kind of flutter to it. And you can even hear it.
The dark saber. It belongs to you.
I mean, the sound effects are just absolutely amazing, guys. I can't kid you not that I thought my saber craft one was awesome, and that one actually can change color too. But with the sound effects for each blade, I mean, even if you look at that, how it got that unstable blade flicker to it, you can even hear it. But out of all of them,
Just a simple wanderer.
this is the one I love most, because if you guys don't realize too, so this is actually from a show called Visions. Star Wars Visions. I'll show it right up here in the corner, but you definitely want to check it out because it was the first episode, and the Ronin in that, which is basically based off a samurai, he has this sounding blade. I mean, that just sick, just sick sounding. But as I said, this lightsaber is just cool looking. Now, if you add that blade on here, it looks just as sick. So if you guys give me a second, I'll come back and I'll show you that one real quick. Okay guys, so I'm back. So now I'll show you, so here's the Ronin now, still, but this time I have the blade on it. So you guys can see how it looks now. And I still have the Ronin sound effect on here, so. And as you can see, if you look at the blade, you can see how this black piece kind of covers up everything, but you can still see the blade and you can still see the color. It looks super cool. It still has like even the sound effects. But yeah. And it just looks really cool with the actual Ronin blade. So there you guys go. Definitely wanted to show you guys the new lightsaber, and I will tell you, I am a fan. I have to thank Theory Sabers for the quality that they're making is totally worth it, and I would recommend it to totally you guys, especially if you like lightsabers. Now, you will have to spend a little money, but I mean, if collecting was easy and it was cheap, probably everybody would do it. But when you have to spend a little extra money and maybe get something that's a little bit better, sometimes that's what you got to do. But if it's something like this and you go from kind of an older style to a newer style, I think it's totally worth it, guys, honestly. Especially with how much fun I have with this thing, and I'm probably just annoying my neighbors around me because I keep turning this thing on, turning it off. In fact, the first day I got it, I could not stop turning it on and off. But as I said, it comes with so many features, including even when you don't have the blades in, you can put the little plug in it, but you can still turn it on and off, which is, I think, is just a super cool effect as well. So anyway, guys, that's why I wanted to show you guys lightsabers and collecting lightsabers, having fun collecting lightsabers, especially when you put a little extra money into it, because I think with me and the discount I got for it and stuff like that, I'm still spending about $400 to $500 on those, which for the money I paid, it is totally worth it. So other than that, guys, hope you like the show. I hope you guys are still having fun collecting, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, because it's near that Halloween stuff, I'm hoping you guys are collecting maybe cool costumes, or you're collecting anything that's cool items or whatever, especially during Halloween. That's when kind of collecting becomes really fun, especially collecting Halloween items. But definitely, I hope you guys are having fun collecting. Even, I hope some of you younger guys and younger people out there that are going to be going trick-or-treating are going to collect a lot of cool candy this year. So I hope you guys are going to have fun doing that. Have fun collecting. Have fun just having fun, being with your friends, family, whatever. But I hope you guys come back next month, because right in that November time, I'm going to have another cool reveal for you guys. Something that's very passionate towards me. Not exactly autographs, but something that I like, which has to do kind of with Star Trek. I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about that and collecting things and show you what basically Print and Frame has done for me. So I definitely want you guys to check that out if you feel like it, but I'm not going to force you. But I know you guys are going to come back. And by the way, subscribers, once again, thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel. It means the world to me when I see that little number keeps going up. It means that you guys like my content, you like me. I like you guys because I like showing you guys this stuff, because this is one thing that I just love to do every month is put out a video for people to enjoy. If you don't enjoy it, that's okay. I'm not forcing you. I just hope you're having fun. That's all I care about. So, other than that, guys, thank you for subscribing. And if you do like my content and you've never subscribed, might want to try it because it's actually pretty good. So, and if you like my content, hit that like button for me because it also does help. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for so much for being here. And I will see you guys next time.